This should all be based on your gut feeling. So number 5 is a big one. You have to be willing to take risks if your gut tells you that you should do so. Hey, it's Greg Luther here, and listen, I wanted to talk about the 5 keys to success for you in your life, not only in business, but in your personal life as well. Many of you know I coach about 30,000 realtors all over the country at different levels, and they sell real estate. But the fact is, they have a personal life too. And a whole lot of people need to be doing a lot better in their personal and business life, regardless of the career that you're in. So there's really 5 key factors to make you become much more successful in life. Number 1 is I want you to think about how you respond to adversity. The biggest difference between successful people and unsuccessful people is how they respond to adversity. The fact is, bad stuff's going to happen to you. There's going to be more bad stuff that happens next year. How do you respond to that adversity? That's the key factor here. Do you respond in a favorable way? Do you take advantage of opportunities? Do you go head on to take advantage of those opportunities when they come up? Or are you running from them? Are you procrastinating? Are you struggling with any adversity that's thrown your way? Does it stress you? Do you lose sleep over it rather than going at it full force? That kind of leads to number 2, success tip number 2, which is how you respond to threats. One thing about me, I learned very, very young, you go aggressively at anything that ever threatens you, whether it be in real estate, discount brokers, any competitor that you have. If you're in a competitive business, you'll often have times, people saying things or doing things they shouldn't do. I've always came at them 100. If it's okay for you to go at them at 60 or 70% just to set the stage, I'm going 100. You have to respond to threats, over-respond, overreact to every threat there is to diminish that threat in your life immediately. It's so crucial that you respond to threats the right way. You want to be in a dominant position. You want to be respectful, of course, honest, integrity, make sure you're doing everything in a legal, moral, and ethical way, but you have to respond to threats aggressively. It's so crucial you do that in your business life and in your personal life so that you remain in control, because nobody's going to succeed if they feel like they're out of control in their life. I'm sure you'll agree with that. Number 3, you have to be willing to make mistakes. The fact is, you aren't playing one game. This game called life is not one game that you're trying to win or lose. I often equate our life, whether it be business or personal, I equate it to baseball. A winning team in baseball is 51 wins, 49 losses at the end of the year. I just want to win more than I lose. You have to be willing to take the losses. So many times people are getting ready to get ready, or they're afraid they may fail, or they're afraid it may not work out in life. Let me tell you something. A whole lot of times it's not going to work out. What you need to do is realize you're just trying to be 75 and 25 at the end of the year. Be willing to take those losses and know that that's part of the game. The World Series champions, the Super Bowl champions, they always lose games as well. Nobody goes undefeated. And if you're thinking, I'm afraid I might fail, well, why don't you just stay at home and do nothing? Then at least you're guaranteed to fail. You don't have to worry about if you're going to fail. You fail by default because you folded, because you decided to just sacrifice, right? I forfeited on the thing I was trying to do. So making sure that you're okay with making mistakes is another big one. The next one, do the opposite of what everyone else does. My goal in life with everything I do is to be different. Whatever they're doing, I'm going to do the opposite. If they do it this way, I'm doing it the other way. That's a tip from Warren Buffett, by the way. Whatever the pack is doing, you should do the opposite. It doesn't matter what it is. I have hundreds of examples of I will do things differently in any industry at all. If certain people raise their child, if most people raise their child a certain way, I'll do it the other way. If certain people, many of you know I have racehorses. A lot of times they'll ride on the cart to the racetrack. I will walk beside them just because nobody else does that. My goal is not to be like everybody else. It's to be different, to be better, to be unique, to be successful. So if you look in your industry, what everyone else is doing, if they're cold calling, you should not cold call. If they're door knocking, you should not door knock, because you will get the same results that they get. So just doing anything different will give you that slight little edge that you need. Be willing to do the opposite of what everyone else does. And then number 5, take risks when you can't really afford to do so. When you know you should do this should all be based on your gut feeling. So number 5 is a big one. You have to be willing to take risk if your gut tells you that you should do so. It's crucial for you to be okay with that. Those are really the 5 keys to success. Let me give them to you again. Number 1, how do you respond to adversity? Number 2, how do you respond to threats? Number 3, are you willing to make mistakes? Number 4, doing the opposite of what everyone else does. And then ultimately, number 5 is taking risk if your gut tells you that you should do so. Even risks that you can't really afford right now, you've got to be willing to do that. These are the 5 keys to success in life. It's true in your personal life. It's true in your business life. It's true in whatever career you have. I can assure you, you're not going to make a lot of friends with that. There's going to be a whole lot of people that don't like you. You have to be willing to possibly offend people by telling them the truth. But it's so much better than just trying to do the status quo and do what everybody else is doing and just keep everything kosher out there, and you don't want to ruffle any feathers. You're going nowhere if that's the case. You don't want to be stagnant. I want people to love me or to hate me, but I definitely want them to know who I am. The last thing I'd ever want is for people to not know who I am because I'm being quiet. You will love me or you will hate me, but you will know who I am. If you do that in real estate, if you do that in anything you do, personal, business, or otherwise, I think you'll be much happier. These are the 5 keys to success, and I want you to practice them in your own life and in your own business. I'm Greg Luther. We'll see you in the next video. Hey, I hope you enjoyed that video, and we have a lot more information to share with you as well. I want you to do 3 important things so that we can start growing your real estate business immediately. First and foremost, make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel. Now, if you don't have a YouTube account, you can set one up. It's totally free, very easy to do. But you want to subscribe to this YouTube channel and then make sure you ring the bell. If you ring the bell, you're turning on notifications, so it'll let you know every time we load new videos, and we load new training content for you nearly every single day. Now, additionally, I've got a big bonus for you, because every week I choose one agent that I'm going to do a one-on-one coaching call with. Let me tell you how we choose them. You'll want to comment on this video below, because every week we choose one person from the comments that I'm going to help them in growing their real estate business. So leave a comment below on the video that you just watched. What'd you think about it? Do you like it? Are you trying it? Is it something you're intrigued by or want more information on? Leave a comment below, and we choose someone every single week that I have a one-on-one coaching call with. So 3 important things. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, ring the bell to get notifications, and then leave a comment on this video below. We'll plan on seeing you soon.